Okay, these two are in. They went in fine. I hope they're gonna hold because the distance between the beams is a little bit more than it should be. I was worrying the weight of the insulation might cause it to come out, but it looks like it will stay. When you put in insulation, I don't know if you know this, but don't stuff it in together. The insulation needs the air between it to work properly. Vapor barrier, normal situation, you put it on the hot side of the home or the place you're insulating. So here that would be around the beams and going like this, but that's a lot of work. And every time you put a staple in or something to attach it with, you have to tape over it so there isn't any air coming in. And then I would have to put the insulation on top of it. So the insulation is on the cold side and we can't get any condensation there. The reason why I don't want to do it here is because we're going to renovate this place and these beams are going to come out. This will be an underfloor from I think it's called plywood, and that will contain the vapor barrier. So it will be on top of it and then you can insulate it from beneath here. So for now we're just going to try it. I'm going to check on it once in a while, see if there's any moisture getting in there or the beams are getting too wet, and then I'll try to fix it from there.
I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way.
The small gaps here, because the other beam is in the way, I'm gonna fill up later.
I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken. Take this weight off my shoulders, cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I'll listen to the ocean, it's unsaid, words be spoken. I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will.
I'll have to cut one more roll, I think. At least the small pieces will all be gone. That's a good thing.
So I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
Okay, we're finished here. Let's hope it has some result. Good morning. Yesterday we did the basement. The insulation is done. The only thing I was thinking about is the vapor barrier. So that's still an issue I'll have to solve. Today we are gonna fix the other plate next to it and I'm gonna mount the Victron gear. I'll have a look and think about where I want it. And then we'll start connecting everything from the Victron gear. Perfect. Last time you saw me doing this, I didn't support it very good, so at the end the weight of the board made it snap.
Hoe moet dat staan?
Oh, zo. Hij zet de hem daar zo neer. Ja, zet maar neer. Good morning! It's the next day, and yesterday I didn't get to do much. Because Alicia had to finish the video. I looked after Odin a little bit more, and it's difficult if I'm drilling here. I don't want to damage his ears. If I put him outside, he can maybe stay there half an hour, but if I lose sight of him, he goes somewhere else. So I did some yard work. Then that way I can put him in the grass, keep an eye on him if he starts wandering around. But today, hopefully, I will get some more work done. This is an inverter. This will invert from your battery bank and set it to 240 volts. For the Americans, I think it's 120. This one can do 5000 watts. So in the future, one will not be enough to power a house. I would rather have 2 or 3 of these connected to each other. Then you have a charge controller. This one takes your solar power and charges your batteries. Then to connect everything together, I bought a Lynx distributor where you can connect your cables to from the Victron Multiplus and the charge controller. And then you have a Pylon Tech 5 kilowatt battery. To be a little bit more off-grid, I would need 2 or 3 of these. Okay, so ideally I want to hang them horizontally next to each other because I could place it like this, 3 together, and then the solar charge controllers underneath it. But I'm afraid of the heat, because if these are working and these are working, it will suck up the heat from the other ones. If I put them next to each other, it shouldn't do that. It takes up more space, but I still have space underneath it for other appliances that don't make that much heat. Where is my pencil? It's important your fixings are decent, because these inverters weigh a ton. It's one done. Solar charge controller doesn't weigh as much as the inverter. So as you can see, we have enough breathing room here, as they state in the manual. And the distance between the devices should be enough as well. The heat dissipation is convection, goes from here, exits here. Same for this one, here and here. Place the Lynx distributor like this. This way I can have a cable tray underneath and going to the side to connect everything. And then from this I will go to the battery. DC side and you have the AC side. This is where I have my fuse box for the AC side going to the house and here. So I'm gonna place this on the right. I'll have to measure and see what I can do. Next thing is to be able to disconnect the solar panels from here in a safe way. Solar panels come inside, you can turn them on or off and then they go to the inverter. The next step will be the cable tray towards the fuse box and towards the Victron, so I will have to measure it and order it, and then the cables as well. I have to see which ones I need and order them as well. Huh? Oké, hier, also een beetje recht proberen te houden. Let op voor je handen, ja. That's where we want to go with the cables. The pole is just to keep them a bit in the air so I can pass here with the lawnmower. This will be the cable I'm gonna use. 6 square millimeters, red and black, obvious, positive and negative. I'm gonna run 2 strings to the panel. So that's 4 cables, and then I still need to run the ground there.
De vork voor mama. Dank u. Stukje banaan. 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 Lekker hè?
We're in the attic of the newer barn. I'm gonna try to get the solar cables through there or through there, and then mount them to this beam back to where all the wiring has to go. Most of the time on the panel itself you will find where the cable exits the panel, if it's the positive or the negative side. So here on top of it, it's the positive side. So I have to bring the red cable here, and then in the middle, because I'm gonna make 2 strings. These are 10 panels, so 2 strings of 5 panels. In the middle one I will bring the negative cable for the first string, make the connection and bring them inside. And then we can clip these cables neatly inside the clips here, so that's easy. No, don't you? Wil je het helpen? Oh, katje. lasten van de grondstof. En die andere is een beetje minder zelf veel van veiligheid.
Jullie boos.
Ik vraag me af dat ik dat kan zien op dat terras.
Dat is June.
Good afternoon! This morning we did some cleaning at the front terrace to get some weeds out of the way. What I have been thinking about is the solar panel cables. They will be running in the air. And I didn't want to put too much tension on them if I can avoid it. So we have a wire running from the newer barn towards the chicken coop. It takes the tension away from your wire, so I'm gonna try to take it down and reuse it there. Attach it to the wire a few times, not too much. The other string has to go on as well, and I don't have a lot of zip ties left. The plan for the solar panels is to move them in the field next to it, behind the barn as well. But it was more work to clear it now, so we'll do it later, because I still have to do the digging at the back here as well. Done. There's already some weight on the cable. It's not made for this, but we'll see. What's the worst that can happen? Good morning. I'm going to connect the connectors to the solar panels. Okay, let's go to the other one. this like this. You saw me doing the Victron stuff, attaching the solar cables. One string was working, but I still have to make a list and order it. So in a few weeks we can finish that. For now I'm gonna start on the internet, putting up the Starlink on the bracket outside and then pulling the cable inside towards where the Victron gear is. I want the internet gear there as well. Okay, this adapter is for the Starlink. It goes up the bracket. I'll put it together down here. Oh, Papa heeft een deur om te draaien. Odin, you can't climb this ladder, please. I'm gonna put a Wi-Fi mesh underneath it. This is the Wi-Fi mesh. It's from Ubiquiti. Okay, done. Now all we need to do is put the Starlink up there. We'll go inside and fix it towards where all the Victron gear is, and we can start connecting it. Welcome to Mr. Temporary! So this again is temporary. I'm waiting, I'm gonna look for a second-hand server rack where I can put in the Pylon-Tech batteries and I can put in this gear as well. So that should be for somewhere around November, I think. But for now it will be like this. This is a Starlink modem. This is a router from Ubiquiti, the UDM, and we're gonna connect them together. This one is from the router, this one goes to the house. Victory! I was having lots of trouble. You just gotta put this Starlink in bridge mode, like it says it does, and then just restart the Ubiquiti, the router and the Starlink modem. Just restart them and try again, and suddenly it will kick up the internet. Good afternoon. Yesterday I was hanging up the Starlink and all the internet stuff, which is working perfectly. Today I'm gonna clean up this front yard again and the other one close to the house, because tomorrow we're gonna have bad weather for a week or something.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. Gonna let the sun shine in. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. My windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking, the wind blowing in the trees.
Little Odin is sleeping above here in his room, so I have to be quiet, so I'll finish this part later today.
Spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. And I will try to fix what weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back.
Liedje drinken?
I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold.
Oké, dan niet.
I will listen inside. Words be spoken.
Ja, dat is een zwembad nu, hè.
Try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna
Bigger one goes quicker, just gotta be careful with all the rocks, because this one can shoot a rock away at some high speed. I'm gonna finish it up with the small one, little corners over there, here. Got him wild,